Do's and don'ts of Italian culture. Welcome to Kim's World Travel. Today, we're diving into the heart of Italian culture to explore the essential do's and don'ts you need to know before visiting Italy. Whether you're planning your first trip or simply want to learn more about Italian customs, this video will help you navigate the country's vibrant traditions like a pro. From dining etiquette to social habits, we're covering it all to ensure your time in Italy is smooth, enjoyable, and culturally respectful. Stick around for tips that will save you from common traveler mistakes while helping you fully embrace Italian culture. Make sure to like, comment with your favorite Italian experiences, share this video with fellow travelers, and subscribe to Kim's World Travel for more cultural adventures. Let's get started. Arrivederci. Italy is a country full of rich customs, traditions, and ways of life that reflect centuries of history. Here are the do's to follow for an authentic and pleasant experience. When greeting someone in Italy, politeness is key. Always start your interaction with a friendly Buongiorno, good morning, during the earlier part of the day, or Buonasera, good evening, later. Italians generally appreciate formality when meeting people for the first time, so use titles like Signore, Mr., or Signora, Mrs., to show respect. A smile and eye contact go a long way too. Food is central to Italian culture, and meals are opportunities to gather, connect, and save a life. When dining out, follow the local rhythm. Italians typically eat dinner late, around 8 p.m. or later. Be prepared for multiple course meals that unfold slowly, allowing time to enjoy each dish. When ordering a coffee, note the timing. Cappuccinos are considered a breakfast drink and are usually not ordered after 11 a.m. For other times, a simple espresso, café, is the drink of choice. Visiting local markets can be one of the most delightful ways to experience Italian food culture. Here, you can sample fresh produce and regional specialties. When shopping, feel free to ask the vendors for their recommendations. They are often passionate about their products. Italy is a country steeped in art, music, and history. Whenever you visit historical landmarks or churches, dress respectfully. It's common practice to cover your shoulders and knees in religious settings, as these are places of reverence. Take your time to appreciate Italy's rich cultural sites, from the museums of Florence to the ancient ruins of Rome. Italians value quality and depth, so don't rush through these awe-inspiring experiences. Learning key Italian phrases such as grazie, thank you, per favore, please, and mi scusi, excuse me, can make a difference in your interactions. Italians greatly appreciate when visitors make an effort to speak their language. It shows genuine respect and interest in their culture. And since hand gestures are an iconic part of Italian communication, observe how locals use them to accompany their words. However, be mindful, misusing gestures can sometimes lead to funny or unintended situations. While Italians are warm and expressive, they also value proper social decorum. Stay mindful of personal space and avoid speaking too loudly in public. When visiting a cafe, note how Italians often enjoy their coffee standing at the counter for a quick break, as opposed to sitting down for extended periods unless it's a larger meal. If you're using public transport, remember to validate your train or bus ticket before boarding. Unvalidated tickets can lead to fines even if the ticket is purchased. Also, be prepared to move at a slower pace. Life in Italy is unhurried and intentional, so embrace the rhythm instead of rushing from one activity to the next. Now that you're familiar with the do's, let's talk about the don'ts, common mistakes that travelers should avoid to ensure they respect Italian customs. When dining in Italy, there are a few things to keep in mind. First, don't expect meals to be served quickly or eaten in a hurry. Italians treasure the process of dining, and meals are meant to be savored at a relaxed pace. Avoid making heavy substitutions to dishes on the menu. It's seen as disrespectful to the chef's creation. Instead, try dishes as they come, and you might discover a new favorite. As previously mentioned, don't order a cappuccino after 11 a.m. Instead, switch to an espresso or macchiato. Also, don't ask for condiments like ketchup or butter unless necessary. It might raise an eyebrow in traditional establishments. If dining near popular landmarks such as the Colosseum or the Trevi Fountain, be mindful not to consume food or drinks directly around the monuments. It's often prohibited by local authorities. Tipping is another aspect that's often misunderstood by visitors. Avoid over-tipping in Italy, as a service charge is typically included in restaurant bills. Leaving a small amount of change is appreciated, but it is not expected like in some other countries. In public spaces, don't misuse or overdo hand gestures that you may have seen associated with Italians. While gestures are important in Italian communication, using them incorrectly can lead to misunderstandings. Another important consideration is showing respect for traditional customs, such as offering your seat to the elderly or disabled on public transportation. Italians have a strong sense of community, and small gestures of courtesy go a long way. In local markets, it's important not to touch the produce unless invited to do so. Italian vendors take great pride in presenting their fruits and vegetables perfectly, so let them choose the best items for you. Also, don't assume that everyone speaks English. While many Italians in major cities can communicate in English, showing an effort to speak Italian, no matter how basic, will make interactions much smoother. Italy operates on a relaxed pace, particularly in smaller towns, so it's best not to rush locals or expect fast service. For example, service in restaurants tends to be leisurely, allowing diners to enjoy their meals without feeling pressured. It's also important to maintain quiet and respectful behavior in libraries, churches, and other sacred spaces. Loud voices or disruptive actions are frowned upon, and being too boisterous in a place of worship could even result in being asked to leave. Italy takes great pride in its natural and historical beauty, so always respect sustainability initiatives. Don't litter or leave waste behind, particularly in areas of natural or cultural importance. Pay attention to recycling bins and trash guidelines to support local efforts in preserving Italy's heritage. As we've seen, understanding the do's and don'ts of Italian culture helps you appreciate the country's charm, navigate it respectfully, and create meaningful connections with the locals. From enjoying leisurely meals and greeting with a warm Buongiorno, to respecting traditions and avoiding cultural slip-ups, following these tips ensures your Italian adventure will be unforgettable for all the right reasons. Thank you for watching this video on Italian culture. If you found these tips helpful, let us know in the comments below. What's your favorite Italian custom, or do you have an experience you'd like to share? Don't forget to like this video, share it with fellow travelers, and subscribe to Kim's World Travel for more cultural insights and travel inspiration from around the world. Arrivederci, and see you next time.